Yuri, who had been looking down following her mother, lightly bowed her head and said, "Welcome," to the two sitting on the sofa in the living room. Both Chris and Sana stood up at that moment.
"Welcome back,"
said Sana.
"Thank you for having us,"
said Chris. Yuri, with a typical private school black student bag slung over her shoulder, took it off, placed it on the floor, and sat down on the sofa opposite the two. Compared to when she was in elementary school, Yuri had changed quite a bit in her demeanor. She gives off the vibe of a trendy girl who has just discovered fashion. With both of them looking at her, Yuri shyly looked down and remained silent, fidgeting awkwardly. Bringing Yuri's iced tea and cake, her mother sat down next to her. Yuri drank the iced tea straight, without adding milk or syrup. Then she silently began to eat the cake.
"You stopped wearing glasses, huh?"
When Sana spoke to her, Yuri nodded while taking a bite of her cake. "That's right," the mother said. After graduating from elementary school, she said she wanted to switch to contacts, and we went to buy them during spring break. Since then, you've been wearing contacts whenever you go out, haven't you?
Not always.
Yuri interjected at her mother's words. "Oh, but you always wear contacts when you go to school, don't you?"
That's true for school, but on breaks, there are times I go out wearing glasses too.
Ah, that's right, on days off, there are times when you wear glasses. Her mother acknowledged, and then a brief silence followed.
"But you look really cute now."
Sana broke the silence and smiled at Yuri. When praised by Sana, Yuri shyly smiled with embarrassment.
"You looked good in glasses, but I think you look cuter without them."
Thanks.
Yuri said, shrinking her shoulders shyly.
Sana, you changed your hairstyle too, huh?
"Yeah, that's right. Dyeing hair and perms are prohibited by school rules,"
Sana said while combing her silky black hair from back to front with her fingers.
But that hairstyle suits you too, your bangs are really cute.
Yuri said, and next to her, her mother nodded, saying, "It's true, she looks just like a doll."
"By the way, how about we go to elementary school together for the first time in a while?"
Suddenly, Sana suggested as if she had just thought of it.
Elementary school?
Yuri asked back with a puzzled expression.
"Yeah, the schoolyard is open on weekends, so we can come in, right? Let's go check it out after a long time,"
said Sana, almost forcefully inviting.
Ah, yeah, that's a good idea. Well, then I'll go change.
Yuri nodded and stood up in response to Sana's almost pushy invitation. Watching the two interact with a smile, Yuri's mother said as Yuri headed to her room. "You go to a different middle school, but thank you for staying friends with Yuri even after graduation." Chris and Sana bowed their heads and said, "No, it's my pleasure."
"But why did you decide to go to elementary school?"
After the mother left the sofa, Chris asked Sana telepathically. He didn't understand Sana's intention behind wanting to go to school. After briefly glancing at Chris, Sana replied telepathically.
"Well, it's hard to ask various questions when her mother is around. It would be difficult for Yuri to talk to."
Chris thought, realizing that this might indeed be the case. It's truly impressive how she can think on her feet like this. Yuri, having changed into her casual clothes, wore a black t-shirt, a white skirt, and black sandals, which was quite an elegant outfit for a first-year middle school student. Because she was taller than Chris and Sana, she didn't seem like a same age. The three of them rode their bicycles to the elementary school.